Welcome to Market Like a Hotshot, episode 40.
40!
Hey, 57 is the new 40.
It is.
It is. How about, we look 40, don't we?
Yeah, we do. A lot of people are surprised when they find out that I'm not in my 40s anymore.
I mean,
And same with you.
I'm almost 60, so.
Holy cow.
Holy guacamole.
Awesome.
All right, so talking about a topic that's near and dear to our hearts, right? As entrepreneurs and recruiters and such, prospect like a hot shot.
Yeah, that's an exciting topic. It was something we were at Venture Cafe last night and
Doing some prospecting.
Scan this, and we were walking around.
So yeah, let's talk that story. So I would just go up to strangers and say, "Scan this." They looked at me like, "Scan what?" Scan this for Spotify. Market Like a Hotshot podcast. And now they're so happy about that. I know one person that watched, they said they listened to like 20 episodes to sleep last night.
Oh my goodness. It wasn't our good buddy Victor, was it?
Victor? Oh, Victor. He was taking a nap.
We love Victor. So a couple shout outs from last night. Obviously, Victor Lee, our good friend.
Yes.
And
he's now a board member with AMA Boston.
Which is really exciting. I'm really happy for him. He's a good guy.
He's a great guy. Chucky Goldstone. Chucky Goldstone.
We love Chuck. You can tell that Jeff and I are pumped up because we just did 50 push-ups.
Oh, yeah, you'll see. We'll be coming out a little like Instagram reel soon, right? A TikTok video of our prep. Basketball players like Jason Tatum's coming back tonight.
Oh, that's
on
really
the Celtics.
Cool.
They do their preps. We do our preps, right?
We do.
So speaking of prepping and prospecting, right?
Yeah,
so
let's jump right into
what are we gonna We're gonna talk about why people prospect in all the wrong places. We see that a lot.
Yeah, it's like the Garth Brooks song.
Yeah, I get friends in low places.
One more shout out.
Oh yeah, we gotta. Come on over here, Kenzie.
Come on,
we have to share our. Sorry, it's. Yeah, move over this way.
Hi.
Kenzie's our latest, newest team member. Welcome, and she and I are in black today, which we totally did not plan.
Yeah, black.
Usually Reagan and I dress the same way, and I almost said Victoria because you call her that so much, but Virginia
it's not Veronica.
We're gonna do now I can't talk. I almost said rocket like a hot shot, which is one of our episodes, but we're gonna do like the market like a hot shot game.
Yeah.
You can drink water.
Bingo.
Yeah, we're gonna do bingo too. That's gonna be fun. So
cool.
Keep an eye out for that at our next live event. But yeah, let's dive into this. So yeah, most people they do prospect in the wrong places. But what are some of the other things we're going to talk about?
Identifying your true target audience,
which is key. Really,
identify your why, what you're doing, and then where do you find the people that why you do your business, and where are the people that are your target audience, right?
Right.
And then, of course, to find the rooms, the networking events. Don't be that random networker. That's a really key. You want to go where your buyers are, and then looks like you don't want to go to an event where all your competitors are.
Yeah,
then you're buying. Imagine imagine going to an event. Just as there's 10 people there, and 8 of the 10 are website developers.
Mm-hmm.
Do you pity those other 2 people that are like surrounded like vultures? It's like seagulls at the beach, and they have French fries everywhere. You're eating all the French fries, right? So that's a really big one. And then, of course, we love systems. We're techies that are systems, building a prospect system that compounds, right? So you have to, confidence is key and all that. Being tactical and energized when you're looking for those prospects. So
yeah, nobody wants to talk to somebody that's trying to sell them something and they have zero energy. Like, do you ever see that at networking events? That's such a
It's like Charlie Brown.
Yeah.
Okay, it's like can my phone ring now, please? Oh, I do have to go to the bathroom. Never mind. It's all right. So. Yeah, so that's a big one. We did some shout outs. We already talked about shout outs. So let's
jump into it.
Let's just get right to the main show.
Right.
People love the main show, right?
That's what they're here for.
They're here for the main show. Prospect Like a Hotshot, episode 40. So, we talk about prospecting. What is it? What's the define prospecting?
Well, it's intentionally putting yourself where your future clients are. Where they actually really are.
They really are.
That's the key.
Yeah. So, and it may be hard for some folks to figure that out. But I always say recommend talk to a veteran networker. that talk to us. Mass Professional. We have that service too. It's talk to somebody about where they should go. Now, you don't want to go to events to be so transactional, but you just want to be around potential business, right? The outcome is to build business, be where they are, right?
Right.
Not random networking.
That's the thing. How so many people end up doing what we call random networking. And you shared a story earlier today about how you're like somebody said they went to 7 different events in 1 week.
Yeah, 7 events, and I asked the questions like, so how many follow-ups you got from those 7 events? They're like 4, right? So now it's not even some events you probably didn't even get a follow-up. And then I talked to somebody else. They're like, I really pick and choose my events. I go to 3. I got 10 follow-ups.
Yeah.
Man, that's good. That's 33% right there, right? So you want to be strategic, not a scatterbrain shot, right?
Right.
It's about precision, not volume. That's I would say prospecting is that exactly, right?
Yeah.
So who is your target, right? So let's pretend you're going to an event or you're prospecting. What is your target audience?
Well, I mean, that's the biggest problem we see when it comes to that. So even getting, before we even get into who the actual audience is it's just most people, they don't really know who they're trying to reach. So, when I go to an event, I think about, our target audience, we define it by business size and a few other factors that we factor in. So like things like industry, role, pain points, budget, and a lot of people are like, why would you filter on budget? But think about like you're a Mercedes dealership, right?
Yeah,
budget's real. You're not going to take anybody that's looking for a car. Yeah, I mean you want to go. Yeah, some of the buying triggers that may be related to your business, and then the other thing is you want to look at audience or potential prospects. You want to think about where they spend their time. So, where are these people hanging out? What are they doing after work? What type of events do they go to?
They go bowling. And
yeah,
a lot of families go bowling, right?
Yeah, but I mean, like there's certain activities that like golf is the probably most obvious one. But if you're looking for a more affluent audience,
join a country club, a good like affluent country club.
Yeah,
if your target audience are CEOs,
right,
and $1 billion. Like I was down in Miami, right? Loads of rich people down there, right? If you have a business, what do you want to like rub elbows with like some hedge fund manager that drives 3 Lamborghinis?
Yeah.
Right.
Who wouldn't?
Right. And that's where we could talk. This might be another topic. What about the 5 best people? Hang around with the 5 best people that take you to the next level.
Right.
Same thing with prospecting. 5 people that would be the best prospects for you. Identify them, just like you said. And then, of course, there's data. I know you're a techie.
We all love data, and there's on the social side, a lot of times I know you look at a lot of social data. I know our team, Reagan and Virginia, are always sharing different data points from our social media services and sites that we were on.
Yeah.
And it's interesting. It's like, we did this. Did it help us grow? Did it not? On the website side, there's so much data to collect. One of my favorites is location-related data.
Yep.
Because especially if you're a local business, you want to see, like, is that business coming, the traffic that you're getting? So you run a Google campaign, you run a social media campaign, you run an SEO campaign, and you look at the increase. And are you seeing more traffic from that area that you're looking for, or is it coming from other places?
Yeah, no, great point.
Yeah.
So to kind of summarize, if you don't know what you're looking for, you talk to everyone, but you end up converting no one. So you don't want to be in that state. So where does your audience actually spend time? We're digging into your audience a little bit.
That's the key, and a lot of people don't realize, but their audience isn't everywhere.
Yeah, it's not everywhere. So it's not that random networking event again. Industry events. I talked about Sim Boston, right? And a prospector doesn't mean you're an entrepreneur, small business owner. You could be prospecting for a new job.
Right.
And I always recommend, shout out to Sim Boston Society of Information Management. They do a big event in Gillette Stadium in October, which is great. Yeah, their CEOs, CTOs, CIOs are there, VPs. You want to rub elbows with them if you're looking for a job.
That's true.
And And you have local business groups. There's different business groups. Name a couple that you know and love.
Yeah, I mean, there's like groups like BNI,
I hate
NGU.
BNI though, man.
Yeah,
Sorry, bad example.
I haven't done BNI, but I mean, your chamber events are, another good one.
Yeah.
Every area around here, like Framingham, where we're located, has its own business association, but Ashland, one of the neighboring towns, has it.
Yep.
And there's like 5 or 6 of them that meet up. We have an event once a year, and 5 or 6 towns that have business groups are part of that as well. So,
Yep.
you can probably find wherever you're located, whether it's a chamber, whether it's your city or a regional area, that is a business group, and that's a good place to go, depending on
Depends on what your business is too.
Yeah.
How about online communities?
Yeah, I'm not a big fan of those anymore. I used to love them. They were popular. In fact, real quick, I want to shout out Toon, who I met last night. Met him in person.
Yeah.
He and I met on an online group 5 years ago. So
Probably during the COVID ever, right?
Yeah, we were looking at our LinkedIn profiles, and he's like, "Wait,
we
did this." Yeah, and he's like, "I met you in Happy Neighborhood."
Yeah, Happy Neighborhood.
Yeah, remember that?
That's still around.
I don't know, but like there's a whole bunch of people that I've met on there that I finally met in person.
Yeah.
But online communities I think they're good for some businesses.
Yeah.
For me, they're not. I know for you, they're not ideal either, but a lot of the people that go to those are people that are just starting out.
Career coaches.
Yeah, Jeff and I have been like, yeah, we're probably making a lot of career coaches upset.
Very angry. Right, especially check out episode 39, right? If you're a career coach, don't listen to episode 39.
That's probably why we're going to drop in following, because of all the coaches that follow us are going to be like, forget it. But I mean, yeah, if you're targeting small businesses that are just getting started, online communities are actually really good for that.
Yeah.
But there are groups that meet online that are, some of them can be even more affluent. So I wouldn't rule them out entirely.
No.
But you just want to be like you would the in-person ones. Yeah, be super selective about it.
And then, we already talked about conferences. I brought up SIM as an example. And professional associations like AMA, right? American Marketing Association.
Which you, by the way, are president of AMA Boston, which is what? The only gold?
The Gold Excellence Award.
Yeah.
Boston, Massachusetts.
So shout out to Mr. DeSocio here for that.
Yeah. But, we have marketing mingles all the time. And sometimes I'll meet somebody who owns an agency and ask them, what brings them there, classic question. And they'll say, I'm looking for business. But you look around the room, there's 12 other agencies here.
Looking for the same business.
Same thing.
Yeah.
So distinguish yourself. We've talked about that in the past, right?
Yeah, and I think it's important. You want to go where the buyers are, not where the crowds are.
Yeah, no doubt. How about the event trap?
Yeah.
You got trapped. Why are you
going to... going to events where your competitors are at. Is that a good idea?
Not really.
Never.
There could be fist fights.
Well, you always, I could actually imagine that, but like you always share with me, you went to that Alignable event, right?
Which was 8 website developers.
Yeah, and there's a group you and I used to be a part of, and a good friend of ours, Frank. Shout out to Big Frank out there. Great guy.
Florida
Frank, he sends me a text. He's like, you should jump on this call. There's like 9 web designers on here. It's like, if you come on, you'll make it 10.
So I'm going to give a prospecting tip for website developers. Don't say you're a website developer.
No.
All right. Why does a business want to have a website? And you might want to answer this question.
Yeah, I mean, we phrase it differently.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not a big fan of the, those things that people say. I don't know what to call it, but it's like people will say, they talk about the benefit of what they do, but they don't, it just sounds too pitchy to me. So like what we do is when I introduce myself to people, I'm like, we help people get seen online. We're a technology company that specializes in web development marketing.
I don't even go there. Well, we've just focused, what's the business outcome? All right, ultimately, let's say
we help businesses grow online.
Well, I wouldn't even say online. You might even do like, we help businesses grow. and achieve their outcomes, which is more revenue. I mean, that's the thing. You wanna, if
You
you're
want to do something that works for
it
you.
works for you, yeah. No, it's
So.
good. Sorry to have that debate there, Mr. Feudo.
No, but it's
Yeah,
fun because
okay,
you and
it's
I, yeah, like, so you guys, you don't get to see this, but Jeff and I spend an awful lot of time together, which,
brother from another
yeah,
mother.
and it's like, I don't know why he still comes here, all the time because I thought he would be more than
I got
sick.
free office space here.
Yeah, so like here, just another quick aside is that like I don't need to like buzz Jeff into the building anymore
I
because
got
he's
my
got
own
his key
card,
card.
man.
Yeah, like next thing, what are you gonna do? Use like my chamber membership?
Yeah, yeah.
So you got, I am.
I got you see the pocket spot I got?
No, I didn't see it. You got like prime parking on there. No, but I mean like to just kind of give you a little bit about how we really work together. It's like we once the weather gets nice, we'll be out at the
When's
concert.
that?
Yeah,
I was in Florida,
next
man.
week,
I went
70
from
degrees.
sunshine to this.
Yeah.
What is this? It's March. Come on. You know?
So getting back to, because our producers are like they're giving us that look.
They're
They're
rolling
like,
their eyes right
you're
now.
doing what you always do.
So getting back to why rolling the rooms,
You want to be the only, you need to be the only you in the room. That's
yeah,
really the key there.
yeah, you're in the wrong room if you have a bunch of the same ones. So how about how to choose events that attract your buyers? No, so you're going out there, you're on an Eventbrite or
Yeah.
on LinkedIn or even Facebook. There's events. You're looking around here. You know, how do you know that an event is where your prospects are?
Yeah, and sometimes you can tell by the event description. So, like, if it's a chamber event or an industry expo, local business breakfast, you can tell. Sometimes they actually will publish the list. I know you don't for your events.
Yeah,
I know with the chamber
somebody
upstairs.
actually threatened to sue me because of that.
Yeah, I know.
So it's like I'm done.
So,
I'm not doing it again.
yeah. Well, I mean, the reason people don't do that is you get spammed.
Yeah, and I don't blame them. So yeah, chamber events, industry specific events.
Yeah.
We talked about the home show episode. If you're providing services to construction companies or interior designers, think, well, if that's your prospect, go to a home show. Now, don't solicit them. Just shake their hand, have a conversation,
Yeah.
relationship building, and then do a follow up. We'll talk about follow up in a little bit.
Right.
But that's really a big one. And then even doesn't have to be an event. Go to like an education workshop.
Yeah. That's a great place to meet people.
Yeah.
Professional development events. I met a ton of people when I used to go to those.
Even if it's a guitar class, you go there and who's there.
Yeah. Other people with a common interest.
Common interest. So that's, evaluate who attends these, why they go, and, ask questions when you go to an event. Why are you here? What brings you here is a classic networking question. And
Right.
that really gets some good stuff. So, wow. So how to prospect at the event. So now you're at the event.
Right.
You're prospecting. You get the big P on your forehead. Right? P, prospect, right? Right? Don't
Why
pitch.
did that sound bad? Yeah, don't pitch. You want to connect with people. And we see this all the time. And you mentioned like last night adventure, you ran into somebody that does this, but how often do people it's like, hi, what do you do? And then they go right into like a 5-minute sales
And then
pitch.
you're like, I gotta go to the bathroom.
Yeah.
Oh,
you're like, oh, excuse me, or oh, my phone just buzzed.
Yeah. So if you're out there, don't pitch, but ask questions.
Right.
But you know what? 2 or 3 questions and stop. Don't ask like 50 questions.
Yeah, it's not an interrogation. It's not an interview.
You're not a doctor, about to have a colonoscopy or something, right? So and then you look for buying signals. So you want to see what's that person's reaction to your questions, and identifying their pain points, and then have a quality conversation with them. And that's really big. And then, of course, capture contact info the right way. Don't say, I always don't like giving my card to people. I like getting their information. But, ask in a nice way. Don't say, give me a card, That's really good. And then the follow-up.
Yeah, and just on follow-up, a tip that I have that's really helpful, and it's helped me in the past too, and it actually happened last night too, which was good. That when you follow up with somebody, think of something that you said in that conversation.
Yep.
Because instead of just it was great meeting you at Venture Cafe last night.
Cool.
And
All
yeah,
right.
cool. All right.
You
So
look
who are
like
you?
you look like one of those 8 website developers at the
Yeah,
conference.
but if
You're
it's like
not
it
the same.
was, like I'll use shout out to Sophia who we met at a few months back, from Montreal.
Yeah.
Follow up with her. It's like it was great meeting you at Venture, great meeting your coworkers, talking about all the cool stuff in Montreal, and glad
Yeah.
we'll be
Great
seeing you.
city, by the way.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
that, and I felt like we had a really good connection with her, and versus some of these people that nice conversation, you know it's not as exciting, and you're
No,
not going to remember. And
the follow-ups are going to
yeah,
end right
you
there.
want people to remember you in a positive way when you follow up with them, because they're going to just be like, you go to a big event like that where they've met 10, possibly 20, 30 different people.
Yeah, but don't forget, remember, back in the bustle up, you're qualifying that person as a potential prospect. And this is how to act, how to interact with them
Right.
in order to have a proper follow-up is really a big one. So, and then some rapid fire stuff
Yeah.
as we come in for a landing.
I mean, my favorite one that we said earlier is be the only you in the room.
Yeah, no.
We have a whole episode on how to differentiate like a hotshot.
I like that one. What episode is that? Can I quiz you?
Oh my goodness, I don't.
26.
Producers, what episode number is it? Reagan's like going through the show right now. What number is that? She'll let us know.
Know exactly who you're trying to meet. Remember, we talked about identify your prospect. That's one of the first things you want to do.
Yeah.
Don't pitch too early.
That's a big one that
I hate when people pitch so early. But this is like the LinkedIn. You get this connection request, and 5 seconds later, you get this long sales pitch.
Yeah, and it's like, I just wrote a book on this, and you sound like you'd be a good person to read it. It's like going up to somebody in a bar and saying, "Hi, I'm so and so. Let's go get married."
Yeah. Or you try to kiss them or something.
Yeah.
Then you get thrown over the bar. It's kind of wild.
Imagine if you could do that with LinkedIn.
Throw somebody over the bar.
Yeah, toss them.
Toss them. And then we talk about follow-up, all that. And then I think the last part is the systems.
Right.
Right. Having a system, having a CRM to track all your your contacts and on an online place. So that way you can download the data, massage it, put notes in how you met the person, and then track them. The ultimate is business, right?
Yeah.
The prospect, leads to cash. So that's a big one. So wow, man, lots of rapid fire today.
Yeah, this was
Mr. Feudo.
This was good. We covered a lot of stuff in the short amount of time.
I'll tell you, we're saving people tons of money right now.
Yeah.
So you just listen to 20 minutes of Market Like a Hotshot instead of spending thousands for a class or a coach. Did I say that? Shit, I'm in trouble. Oh, I just swore too.
Yeah, now I'm gonna have to click that box. No, but I mean, it's true. It's like there's a lot of stuff that you don't need to hire somebody for or get a service for. I know a lot of people like coaching programs because it gives them that tribe and community and all of that good stuff. But
tea's getting cold, by the way.
Yeah. But
so
we have our big event coming up.
33 and a third, right?
33 and a third. We use the numbering system from Naked Gun. So
yeah, I love it. Good movie. So April 8th here in Framingham at Cappy's Sports Bar.
Right on 135.
We're 135, April 8th, 6 o'clock. We're partnering with the Metro West Chamber of Commerce.
We're partnering with Framingham State, AMA, AMC Business,
Business Solutions, JBF Solutions. The people that make the awakes at allamycot.com. Like Reagan's jumping up and down right now after.
I just had one too. Like before we did this, I took an awake shot and did 50 push-ups. So it's
amazing stuff. You're working on that losing that weight.
Yeah.
So all right. So then like and comment on our podcast. Now we're on episode 40 right now. 10 more to 50. This is an important time. If you want to be on this podcast as a guest, we got to see your comments. They got to be quality comments, quality follow-up. Yeah. Get in touch with us. We want to do that. We're on Amazon, Apple, iHeartRadio, Spotify, and YouTube. We got our playlist right on the AMC Biz Solutions YouTube channel. I think JVF Solutions has the same thing.
And you can actually just watch them all on marketlikeahotshot.com. We have Learn Like a Hotshot.
We have 2 classes.
Do you want me to tell them what the third one's going to be?
All right. I know I was talking about Network Like a Hotshot, setting goals like a hotshot, but what is the third one?
Third one is going to be negotiating.
Negotiate like a hotshot. So even if you're prospecting, you're negotiating, because when you're at the latter half of the life cycle, you're negotiating. So that's going to be a big one. And then, of course, merch.
Yeah, we are going to be expanding the merch, and
We want hats.
Yeah, we're hoping that everything will be ready by April 8th.
Yeah,
you know.
I know a lot. So definitely check us out. We appreciate you out there, our listeners. Our followers are growing. Numbers are growing. And hey, be hotshots. Prospect like a hotshot. Market like a hotshot. Have a great day, my friend.
See you on episode 41.
41. See you there.